So DC circuit, we're going to continue with that last class. Okay, this is the content we are go through. We were seen in the last class. Basic electrical quantities such as the current, so flow of the charges is called the current. Okay, charge per the time period. I is equal to charge per the time period. Current, voltage, potential difference between the 2 point, energy and power. Okay, energy divided by the time, powers. So like about that electrical quantities classified. The next one is the types of the sources. What are the types of the sources? Generally two types of the sources: DC source, AC source. Like the sources are classified. AC source from electricity board, it will going to provide it. Electricity board, how it will going to generate it? AC generator. What is the input of the generator? Mechanical energy. What is output of the AC generator? AC electrical output. Okay, it will go to the output is the produce. So input is mechanical energy. So what type of the energy? Hydro power plant, hydro energy, water. Okay, stream energy. So like the different of the power plant is there. From the power plant, it will go to generate the AC energy, AC electricity, okay, AC source. And a DC source means, what is a DC source? Convert AC source into the DC source with help of the rectifier. Your mobile phone adapter is doing. So like the source is classified. After that, further it will going to classified into that one independence. Yes, we are going to celebrate the Independence Day. So independent source, dependent source. Dependent source is nothing but a controlled source. So independent source is a further classified practical source, ideal source. Ideal source means full efficiency. Practical source means lightly drop. Okay. So these sources is a further, each one is classified: voltage source, current source. So practical voltage source, practical current source, ideal voltage source, ideal current source. So what about the practical conditions? Practical condition, resistance is we are going to present. Resistance is a present. Where the resistance is a present, the voltage source seriously present, current source parallelly present. Okay, the resistance is a present on that one. See, look at this one. Seriously, the resistance is present. Parallelly, the resistance is present. What is the difference between the practical and ideal? Ideal means full efficiency. So maintenance of full values, constant value, but a practical condition lightly drop, lightly losses take place. And then dependent source is nothing but the controlled source. It one also further classified voltage source and current source, controlled sources. So voltage control. So voltage control, current source, voltage control, voltage source. Here current control. So current control, current source, current control, voltage source. So like it will go to the dependent source is a classified. Okay, like it is a denoted for this type of the diagram, it will going to denote it. Okay, this is a controlled, okay, diagonal type of the shape. Okay, it will go to the diagram, it is denoted. Okay, remaining things is as similar. Ideal means, so no resistance is connected in series, no resistance is connected in parallel, and here is connected in series and connected in parallel. Okay, so like about the sources are classified. Then fundamentals of the laws we were seeing. First one is Ohm's law. V is equal to I into R. So that is a very important. So last class we were seen with one of the problem also. So from that one, I is equal to V by R, or R is equal to V by I. So like we're going to find out. Then Kirchhoff's law. So Kirchhoff law, it has that one, Kirchhoff current law, Kirchhoff voltage law. So this one is we're going to look at. This is as similar to that mesh analysis. Mesh is nothing but a loop. Okay, closed circuits. So we were seeing about the one problem in that last class. Okay, we're going to continue with that one. Okay, so this you can take it about that one circuit. So first one, it's a given the circuit, given circuit. How many rooms are there? So you may be possibilities to look it on that one in roadside. One BHK, one bedroom, one hall, one kitchen room. So it is written one BHK. So two BHK, two bedroom, hall, kitchen. Like it is there. Okay. Coming to the point, what is a room? Room means it is a bedroom means it's a closed one. So it has that one door, and then it is a totally closed one. So like you will going to come to the circuit. So how many closed rooms are there? So one, two, three. Then you can give the name. So you can decide. It is a bedroom. It is no. This is a bedroom. No. This is a bedroom. You can decide. Okay, totally one big H. So one bedroom, one hall, and one kitchen room. So you can give the numbers one, So you will going to based on that one, you design like that one, 1, 2, 3. You can give the numbers, arrow mark. So the flow of the current is assumption of your arrow mark. So what is your assumption arrow mark? Either clockwise or anti-clockwise, you can assume. Okay, so take the room number 1. Okay, so from that one you will go and write first equation, room number 2 second equation, room number 3 third equations. Then 3 equation if you are going to get, take your calculator, enter the first equation, second equation, third equation, then find out the this I1, I2 and I3 directly. Okay, that's all. So this is a method to you can find out the I1 current, I2 current and I3 current. So mesh analysis is as it is. Another one is Kirchhoff's law. Also it is as it is. The Kirchhoff's law also it will going to tell about the same. Okay, mesh analysis and then Kirchhoff's law. So both also as similar. Okay, coming to the point. So write the equation. How to write the equation from the this room number 1. Okay, look it on the room number 1. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. Yes, write it in the 4 element. So those who are the independent element, these two is the independent. Those who are the dependent, this is a dependent. It's a common between the two rooms. Okay, common between the two rooms. So how the flow of the current is there? So this is I'm standing here. Okay, this current is a flow this directions. I'm always following inside the rooms. I'm standing. What about this current? This is a follow. It's a going on the opposite direction. If it is opposite direction, then you can say I1 minus I2 minus I2. Okay, coming to here, it is a similarly it is common. So what about the flow of current? My current is going this directions. Okay, what about this room current? It is coming on the opposite direction. So you can write I'm standing here. So first priority I1 minus I3. So like you want to write. Okay, so here is I will going to stand inside the room, then I will going to start to write the equations. So one thing you should be very clear, this is a common, this is 2 ohm is common, this 2 ohm is common. Okay, but opposite, this I1 minus I2, similarly I1 minus I3, because of that one opposite of the current is a flow. So let's we will go to write. So I am starting with that one. Okay, so here is a 10 volt. So 10 volt I will going to write, it is equal to, so 10 volt I will going to keep it on one side. So 10 volt it is equal to, then I will going to write it on that one. Why I will going to write like that one means, so okay, this is a Kirchhoff voltage law. It will going to say voltage rise it is equal to voltage drop. Who is voltage rise? So who is supplier? The 10 volt. Who is the drop? Consumer 1, 2, 3. These three members are consumer. Okay, so 10 volt it is equal to, then I will go to this separate independent. So write it on that one, 2 I1, okay, plus, so no minus inside, okay, so plus only, then 2, this is a 2, open the bracket, I1, I2 is opposite, so I1 minus I2, close the bracket, plus, again here is a plus only. Okay, what about this resistance value? 2. So 2 into open the bracket, I1 I3 is opposite, so minus I3. That's all. Equation is 1 is written. Simplify the equations. Okay, 10 it is equal to, how many I1s are there? 2 I1, 2 I1, 2 I1. Totally 6 I1. 6 I1. How many I2s are there? 1, I mean here, minus 2 into I2, minus, why minus? Here is minus. Why 2? Here is a 2. So it will go inside. So minus 2 into I2. Then minus, here is a 2 is there. So here is minus. So minus 2 into I3. That's all. This is the first equation I have written. Similarly, you can write about the second equation. Similarly, write about the third equation. Then you will going to use the calculator directly. You can find out the I1, I2, I3. Otherwise, theoretically, if you want to do, okay, here is the first equation. This is second equation. This is third equation. Use the calculator directly. You will going to find out the I1, I2, I3. So in the calculator, it is a possibilities there. Okay, when you are coming to the offline class, at the time I will tell you in how to use the calculator. There is a mode button available. you want to press the mode button and you want to enter the data. Okay, this that data you need to enter. Okay, in theoretically how to find out I1, it is equal to, what is that one means, delta 1 dot by delta 1 dot by delta. Then you will going to find out the matrix. So write the matrix, already you are studied in the mathematics. So the matrix, delta matrix you will going to write, then delta 1 matrix you will going to write and find the answer. Numerator dot by denominator, simplify, then your answer is 3.125 amps. So matrix, you know that one, delta 1. So from that one you will going to write the matrix. Similarly I2, delta 2 divided by delta, I3, delta 3 divided by delta. That's all. So this is one more example I will going to say. So here is the I1 is a flow this direction, I2 is a flow in opposite direction. So R2 is a, what is about that one, I1 minus I2. So look it under R4. What about R4? So I2 is going downward direction, I3 is going opposite direction. So I2 minus I3. So like you want to write the loop. So where you are standing? So I am standing under room number 1. So give the priority to first I1 minus I2. Where you are standing? I am standing under room number 3. Inside the room. Then you can give the priority to the I3 first. I3 in I3 minus I2. Why minus? Opposite directions. Okay, so that's all. Let's we move to that one, another series circuit and a parallel circuit. So seriously connection, parallelly connection. What is a series connection? This is nothing but a series connection. Seriously connected. Parallel connection means parallelly if the like the connected. What is the difference? Seriously connected means, see that one, the voltage V is equal to, supply voltage is equal to V1, V2 plus V3. So your father is giving 50 rupees means, so your elder brother, okay, your younger brother and yourself, so you are consume about the amount. How do you consume? So 50 is equal to 30, 10, okay, 30, 10, 10. So totally 50 is consumed. V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, like it is a connections. If it is a parallel means what? The V is equal to, supply voltage V is equal to V1. Supply voltage in parallel condition. What about the parallel conditions? V is equal to V1. V1 it is equal to V2. V2 is equal to V3. But what about the current? So where is the current? I current. This is I, flow of the current, entering current. I, it is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So that is the difference about the parallel circuit. Okay, that is the difference about the parallel circuits. Okay, I will repeat again. What about the series circuit? Voltage, about this is a voltage. What about the current in the series circuit? Three element, all the element flow of the current is a common current. I is a common. I is equal to I1, I1, I1 it is equal to I2. What is I2? The flow of the current in the element 2. Okay, that is also common. Flow of the current in the element 3, I3. Okay. What about the parallel circuit? If it is a parallel circuit means I is equal to, flow of the current I is equal to, I1 plus I2 plus I3. It is written on here. I1 plus I2 plus I3. What about V? V is equal to, here is a V. V is equal to V1. It is equal to V2. Why these are the equal? See that one, V1, V is directly connected to that element. V is directly connected to the element number 1. V is directly connected to the element number 2. So V is directly connected to the element number 3. So that's why V is equal to V1 plus V1, it is equal to V2, it is equal to V3. Directly connected. Okay. Then two resistance are that one parallel. If it is means parallel, what is the formula? Simplification. R equivalent is equal to R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, R1 into R2, R1 plus R2. This is the R equivalent. Otherwise, you can say 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Then you will going to find out what is R equivalent. After take the LCM and the simplification, then you will going to find out the R equivalent. Similarly, L equivalent. Two inductance are connected in parallel. Two inductance are next to two capacitance are connected in parallel. See, look it. Two inductance are connected in parallel as similar. L1 into L2 divided by L1 plus L2. But a two capacitance is connected in the parallel. It is look like what is the same. When the two resistance are connected in seriously, okay, if it is what is the resistance, R equivalent is equal to R equivalent, it is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So seriously connected, R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, seriously connected. This is R equivalent. R equivalent. Similarly, when two capacitors are connected in parallel, C equivalent is equal to C1 plus C2 as similar. C1 plus C2, like it will go to right. Okay. Okay. So three resistances are connected in parallel. How to find out? Then you can write. Yeah, here I have written for see. 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So take the LCM, then you will go and write the R equivalent on left hand side, then you will go and get the answer. Okay. Then last class we were seen about the voltage division rule. Voltage division rule it is used to quickly we are going to find out. So here is the, what is that one? V1, V2, V3. Can you find out the V3 voltage quickly? Yes, it's very simple. V3 is equal to V3 is equal to what is supply voltage? V. Okay, V multiply. What is the resistance you will going to find out? This one. V3 across. So R3. 3, 3. Here is a 3. So 3. Divided by. So multiplication in numerator. What about denominator? Additions. How many resistance are there? Totally 3 resistance. 1, 2, 3. Write it. R1 plus R2 plus R3. So 3 resistance is there. So I write it. So that's all. Quickly I got it. If 2 resistance, this is a formula. 3 resistance, this is a formula. Okay. So this is called the current division rule. So why do I want to go current division rule? Quickly you will go and find out the answer. Otherwise you want to find out the lengthy method. Similarly, is it any possibilities there to find out the current divisions? This is a voltage division. Okay. Similarly, let's we go move to the current division. Is it any possibilities there to find out the I2 quickly? Yes. Similarly, you can write it. I2 is equal to supply current. What is supply current? I. As similar. I multiply. Okay, divided by additions. For example, two resistance are there. R1, R2. So here is a 2 means previously 3, 3. Here is a 2 means what is another resistance? R1. Then write the R1. Divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Very simplest formula. Sorry, only two resistance. R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. So this is a current division rule formula. So this is used to, you will going to quickly find out. For example, flow of the current. What is the current? Is given. I value is given. Then substitute. R value R1 you can substitute. R1 R2 substitute to find out the flow of the current in I2. So this is a series connection and a parallel connection. With the help of that one, this method, you will going to simplify the circuit. So we will go with that two theorems are there. So one is a Thevenin's theorem, another one is a superposition theorem. Okay, there is a two theorems. What is the purpose of the theorem? Why do I want to know about the theorems? What is the purpose? Purpose is nothing but to find out the current. What current you are telling? Yes, for example, you can take the assume the circuit. This is the circuit. What is the voltage? 2 voltage. And this circuit is I will going to connect it to the one resistance to close the circuit. Okay, the resistance value also 2. Can you find out the what is the current? This is called a resistance is nothing but this is a load. This is a load resistance load. Even your lamp also incandescent lamp also load. Okay, that is called a resistive load. What is the current? Can you find out the current value? Yes, I know. How to know? That is called Ohm's law. V is equal to I into R. I is equal to V
Current.
divided by
V upon R.
V
very
upon
good.
R.
What is a V value? 2.
2.
Very good. Tell me.
2.
R value 2. So 2 by 2
2.
cancel. What is the answer?
1.
1 M.
1.
1.
So I
1.
found the current value is equal to 1. I found the current
1.
value. That's all. This is a very simple. I will going to find. Yes. You will going to find the answer current value. That is called load current value. Okay. Suppose your circuit is a lengthy circuit. Your circuit is lengthy circuit. Can you find out the current value? Yes. How to find out? That's why you can go with that Thevenin's theorem. Your circuit is lengthy circuit. If it is that one, can you find out the load current? Then go to that this method, Thevenin's theorems. So here is a statement is there. I will going to tell about the statement coming back to you. So the Thevenin's theorem, it consists of the 3 steps. The Thevenin's theorem, it consists of 3 steps. The steps is showing you. So see, this is a given circuit. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. What is step number 3? So final circuit diagram as simple circuit diagram. Voltage is there, then 2 resistance are there, 2 resistance are there. Okay, 2 resistance are connected in seriously. So 140 plus 50 is equal to 190. Then Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. What is the V value? 16 volt divided by, what is R value? 190. Substitute. Then find the current as similar to the Ohm's law. I will going to found. Okay. What is the given circuit? The circuit is a 2 loop. Loop number 1, loop number 2, and I will going to found the current. Okay, where it is that one? Across the load. Okay, load current I got found. Okay, how many steps it has? The means 3 steps. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. Already we have discussed about the step number 3. Okay, so look it in the step number 3. What is here voltage? I will change the colors. What is the voltage? 24 voltage. Do I have written the 24 voltage here? No, I have written the 16 voltage. How? Step number 1, how I found the 16 voltage. Okay, step number 1, you found the 16 voltage. Step number 2, how many these 3 resistance? These 3 resistance, yes, here is drawn, yes. Okay, supply is closed. This load point is open. Okay, this 3 resistance simplified. How it is simplified? These 2 is connected in parallel, and this one and this one is connected in series. Okay, found the resistance value 140 ohm. Substituted the 140 ohm. Now do you very clear how the 16 voltage is present? From step number 1, 16 voltage is present. How 140 ohm is present? From step number 2, 140 ohm is present. Okay. What about load current? Sorry, what about load resistance? It is already there. AB is a load. The load flow of that one 50 ohm is written. Then now you can find out the flow of the current. I is equal to V by R. What is the V? 16 divided by 2 resistance are connected in series. So 140 plus 50. Then I will going to simplify. I got the load current. Enough. So this is a Thevenin's theorem. 3 steps. So step number 1, 16 voltage substitute. Step number 2, 140 ohm resistance value substitute. Then load resistance as similar. I will going to draw. So you look at this is a given circuit. Step number 1, what to do? Step number 1, that is called open circuit voltage. Where is a load point? AB, between the AB's load is there. So remove it. If it is removed, the circuit is like this. The resistance is open, so leave it, no use. It's 0. Okay, the circuit is coming like. The circuit is coming like this is called open circuit. So step number 1, find out the open. The load is I will going to remove the load and open across the load point. Open the circuit. So VTH is equal to VOC. Can you find out the voltage across this point? Can you find out the simplest method? how to find out simplest method? That is a voltage division rule. V1, V2. So use the voltage division rule. Simply you can find out what is the formula. V2 is equal to V2 is equal to, what is the formula? V2 is equal to V is the supply voltage, multiply, here is 2. So R2, yes, come on, divided by,
R1 plus R2.
very good, R1 plus R2. This is a formula. Substitute the value. What is the V value? 24. Substitute. Yes, I got substituted. Then R2. What is R2?
120.
120 ohm. Very good. Nice. Thank you for your reply. And R1 plus R2. What is R1?
60.
Very good. R2?
120.
120.
So use the calculator. Do you know multiply divided by additions? Then use the calculator. So the answer is 16. So write the 16. This is called open circuit voltage. That is called Thevenin's voltage. Thevenin's voltage. Step number 1 is over. Step number 2. What to do? Step number 2. So this is a load across these 2 points. Yes, this is a A point and this is a B point. Okay. If it is the source, what is the source? Voltage source is there, means closed circuit. Yes, closed, short circuit. If it is current source is there, means open circuit. Erase it. Erase it. For example, yes. If it is a current source is a present. Yes, you can erase. This is circuit is appears. If it is a voltage source, close it. Yes, I have closed the voltage source. If it is current source means erase it. That is called open circuit. Okay. Then find out the resistance. Find out the equivalent resistance. Then how to find out? These two is how it is connections. Okay. This is the connections. Okay. So this is the connections about the parallel. So parallelly connected. Simple to say, one human had hands, another human hands. So this is connected here and this is connected here. So if you are connected means this is called a parallel. This is called a parallel. Like it is connected or not? Yes, these two is connected and these two is connected. What about series? Series nothing but one human. This is another human. One hand is connected, but these two hand is connected to the somewhere, connected to the another persons. This is called series. Do you understand what is series and parallel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you are not understand, I
Yes,
think
sir.
this is a diagram. I will show you the simplest method. So how it is connected? How it is connected? Okay. Like you maybe say about this is about the bachelor life. This is a married life. Like you will going to assume. So parallel is a married life. So married couples. So married couples like they will going to do. But bachelors they will going to enjoy like that also methods. Okay. So they are sitting on that somewhere. So like they will going to hold the hands like one hands. So like, so coming to that one seriously and the parallel connections you are very clear. So simplify. Yes, these two is parallel and this answer is connected in series. So plus 40 plus 100 140. Then 140 ohm I have written. Then these two is connected as it is seriously connected. Then find the current. So that's all 3 steps. Are you understand about the 3 steps?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. So coming to the point, what is its statement? Statement is nothing but the complicated circuit. Step number 1, find the open circuit voltage or Thevenin's voltage. Okay. Then step number 2, so more number of resistance is there in the circuit. This is simple circuit. Suppose more number of the loop. Okay, I will going to write the 3 more rooms or 3 more loops. I will going to write. So this all the resistance is replaced into that one equivalent resistance. See 1, 2, 3 resistance. is replaced into the one resistance. So open circuit voltage series with the equivalent resistance, okay, connected across to the load, okay, to find the current easily. This is a statement. So now you can look at the statement. So any linear bilateral network having, coming to that one, having number of the voltage sources, okay, current sources, okay, for example 5 voltage sources are there, or 2 current sources are there, and resistance, number of the resistance, 10 resistance are there. So this is a circuit. Okay sir, what you are telling sir means, see, this is a circuit, for example. Look it on the circuit. How many sources are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 sources are there. Number of the voltage source and the current sources are there. How many resistance? Number of the resistance are there. Okay, this resistance, so many. It's a complicated big circuit. Okay, can be simplified, can be replaced. Okay, replaced by simple equivalent circuit. You will going to draw. How to draw the simple equivalent circuit? It consisting of the two things. One is a single voltage source. So this number of voltage sources is replaced into the single voltage source. Yes, that is, you will going to write about the single voltage source. Okay, single voltage source. Okay, in series with the resistance, that is called R equivalent. So the step number 2. So you are going to series with that R equivalent. Okay, R equivalent. So this complicated circuit is replaced into the simple circuit. So here is the resistance to, okay, take the, this is a load resistance. Load resistance, yes, load resistance. Okay, so the complicated circuit, it is a number of voltage source, current source, and the resistance is replaced by the simple equivalent circuit, replaced into the, this is simple, yes or no, is simplest one. It consists of the voltage source, yes, voltage source, and in series with the resistance, yes, series with the resistance, where the value, what is the value? So the value of the voltage source is equal to the, so this is a value, what is that one? Open circuit voltage, step number 1. And the resistance is equivalent to that one. Okay, that is, what is about the resistance? That is called equivalent resistance. So equivalent resistance, okay, how did you measure? Step number 2, measured between the open circuit of the terminal. Yes, step number 2 I have found, with all energy sources are replaced by their internal resistance, okay, by their ideal internal resistance. So all the resistance is replaced into that one, okay, the ideal internal resistance. So this is called a Thevenin's theorem. That's all. And next one we go with, that is superposition theorem. Superpositions, Superman. So like the Superman. So coming to the superposition theorem, the superposition theorem also, what is objective? The biggest complicated circuit is there. Okay, find the load current. Oh, this is also load current. Yes. So Thevenin's theorem also load current. Here also load current you will going to find out. Okay, how to find out? It is also 3 steps. Step number 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know, the diagram it will going to show you some other theorem. Millman theorem, reciprocity theorem, maximum power transfer theorem. This is not there even in your syllabus. Okay, what is the purpose of these theorems? All the theorem is find out the load current. Find out the load current. Okay, coming to that superposition theorem, that is there in my syllabus. Tell me, what is the superposition theorem? You are asking. Superposition theorem also, step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. Okay, if you have that one, why you have increased more number of steps, you will understand. Just a minute. Okay, first listen, you can read this box. Source V1 is a present. What is a present? Source V1 is present. Who is present? V1
Source
only
V1.
present. Very good. For example, in your given circuit, 4 sources are present. Assume. How many sources in your given circuit? 4 sources. Who is present?
Four
enable
sources.
okay, total in your given circuit 4 sources are present, or in your class, for example, in your class, you can take the classroom, 4 boys are present, 1, 2, 3, 4 boys are there present. Okay, step number one. Step number one. What is the step number one? So only these one members only you can keep it in the room. So remaining 3 members move outside. Rule number 2, 3, 4. Go outside. Okay. Then find the current. What you will going to do? Find the current. Current I1 I found. Okay. Then step 2. Step 2. What is step 2? So keep it on that one 2 only inside. Remaining 1, 3, 4. Close it. Okay. So we'll move outside. So find out the current, that is called the I2 current. Okay. Then step number 3. So sources 3 only present. Remaining all are the, I will going to remove. Find out the current, that is called I3 current. Similarly, step number 4, only 4 should be sources, 4th one only present, remaining all 3 are removed. Find out the current. Okay, find out the current. Then last step, add. So I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4. That's all. I1 plus I2 plus I3 I4. So you will going to add. So this is about the superposition theorem. This is about the superposition theorems. This is a very simple. For example, in my rooms, okay, in my room or classroom, only 2 roll numbers are present. I mean 2 sources are present. So 2 sources are present. Then what is step number 1? Step number 1, source only, roll number 1 only present. Okay, find the I1. Okay, step 2. Step 2, what is the step 2? Which roll number is present inside the class?
2.
Roll number 2 is only present. Find out the I2. Find out the I2. Step 3, I is equal to, step 3, it is not easy to draw, right? I3 is equal to, I is equal to I1 plus I2. That's all. I1 plus I2. Okay. For example, room. So what is this? Okay, in the room, 5 members are present. 5 members are present. Then step 1. What is step 1? Come on, open your mouth. Come on, tell me who is present.
Number one.
Okay,
I1. One
very
member.
good. Find out the I1. Very good. Room step 2.
I2.
Find out
I2.
I2.
Okay, source 2 present. Find out the I2. Step 3.
Source 3. I3 present.
I3.
I3
Very
present.
good. Very good. Nice. Step 4.
Source 4. I4.
Or
I4.
I4
Find out.
present.
I4 you will going to find out. So how many members? 5 members. So step 5.
Yes, 5.
5
Addition
present.
all this.
No. 5 members are present. So source
I5.
5. Find out the I5.
I5.
Then step 6.
I is equal to
Addition.
I is equal to
6.
I1,
I1 plus
I2 plus I3 plus
I2.
I4 plus I5 plus I6, sorry, I5. So you will going to add a I1 to I5. That's all. So this is about the superposition theorem. So I will go okay, limited time. So I will going to show you directly. Look it on that one in the given circuit. How many sources are present? Either voltage source or current source. How many sources are present? 2 sources are present. This is a source, voltage source 1, voltage source 2, voltage source 1, voltage source 2. 2 sources are present. Then how many steps? 2 steps. Step number 1. Then step number 2. What is step number 3? Addition. Step number 3, addition. Okay, that's all. So let's we move some more details. So how many sources are present? 2 sources are present. Is it 2 sources are present? Yes. What is step number 1? Only one source is present. Roll number 1 is present. Roll number 2. What about roll number 2? Should be removed. If it is a voltage source means close it. If it is current source means erase it. If it is voltage source means close it. If it is current source means erase it. How to denote it? This is called voltage source. This is called current source. Okay. So how many sources? 2 sources. 2 roll number. Step number 1. This one only I have present. This one I have closed. Okay. Where is the load resistance? In the given the problem, load resistance is there. Here I have mentioned. Find out the I. Okay. What is the room? Flow of the current I3. Then loop number 1, loop number 2, loop number 3. So first equation, second equation, third equation. Then I1, I2, I3 I will going to found. So put the circle on the I3. Okay. Do I have found? Yes. Then go to the step number 2. See, roll number 2 is present. Roll number 1 is voltage source. Close the circuit. Same first equation, second equation, third equation. Use the calculator. Directly I will going to find out the answer. Okay. Then where is the load resistance? This is the load resistance current. What is the current? I3. What is step number 3? Step number 3.
Addition.
Additions. So step number 1 I3. Step number 2 I3. So 1.1 plus 0.4347. Okay. Then answer is this one. This is a superposition theorem. Over. So that's all. So find out the superposition theorem. So coming to the review questions, what are the basic terms in the circuit? Current, voltage, power, energy. These are the basic terms. What is the formula for the two resistors are connected in parallel? Tell me.
R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2.
R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2. Okay. How to find out the current in the circuit? Okay, in the given circuit, how to find out the current?
V upon R.
Very
V
good.
upon
I equal
R.
to V upon
V upon R.
Very good. How to find out the load current using superpositions and Thevenin's theorem? Tell me. Step number 3. So load current superposition theorem. I is equal to
I is equals to 1.
Number of step number
I1
1 and
plus
step
I2.
2. For example, 2 steps. Similarly, Thevenin's theorem. I is equal to V upon R. Okay. So that's all. I will going to stop over here. Okay. So your unit DC circuit is over.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.